Hi there. So what I want to do tonight is pretty simple. Not sure how popular it is really, but I want to read some of the love poems of Rumi. I was a fan of this kind of poetry in high school, and I'd like to kind of understand it more and read it again. So, if you'll let me, I thought I might read it to you, or at least some of these poems. You'll have to forgive me if I mispronounce any words. I'm quite a novice at Rumi's literature in general, I suppose, and scholarship around him. Just to my left over here, I have the text displaying, so I can easily read that to you. I guess I'll start with what it shows up here at the top on this website, www.khamush.com/love_poems.html. So that's where I'm finding these. So let's look at the first one here together, or I'll read it to you. You have to look. You can, and let me turn off my phone too. Excuse me about that. That's silly. There we go. Okay. If anyone asks you how the perfect satisfaction of all our sexual wanting will look, lift your face and say, like this. When someone mentions the gracefulness of the night sky, climb up on the roof and dance and say, like this. If anyone wants to know what spirit is, or what God's fragrance means, lean your head toward him or her. Keep your face there close. Like this. When someone quotes the old poetic image about clouds gradually uncovering the moon, slowly loosen knot by knot the strings of your robe. Like this. If anyone wonders how Jesus raised the dead, don't try to explain the miracle. Kiss me on the lips. Like this. Like this. When someone asks what it means to die for love, point here. If someone asks how tall I am, frown and measure with your fingers the space between the creases of your forehead. This tall. The soul sometimes leaves the body and returns. When someone doesn't believe that, walk back into my house. Like this. When lovers moan, they're telling our story. Like this. I am a sky where spirits live. Stare into the deepening blue while the breeze says a secret. Like this. When someone asks what there is to do, light the candle in his hand.
How did Joseph's scent come to Jacob? How How did Jacob's sight return? A little wind cleans the eye, like this. When Shams comes back from Tabriz, he'll put just his head around the edge of the door to surprise us, like this. So that was the first poem they had here. It's interesting and it's strange, and I like it. And I like reading it to you. I'll read more if you'll let me. My feeling is that rather than take these poems literally, it's more about the general emotion they convey. Especially since I'm sure that a great deal gets lost in translation. I see a title here for this. It says The Essential Rumi Translations by Coleman Barks with John Moyne. And placement on the website here, I'm not sure if that's for the last one I just read or for the next one I'm about to read. So until I know for sure, I probably won't read these title parts anymore, but to see the full translation credits, yeah, you can always go to this website, this URL I gave. I'll read to you the next one now. Love is the water of life. Everything other than love for the most beautiful God, though it be sugar eating. What is agony of the spirit? To advance towards death without seizing hold of the water of life. A moment of happiness, you and I, sitting on the veranda, apparently two, but one in soul, you and I. We feel the flowing water of life here, you and I, with the garden's beauty and the birds singing. The stars will be watching us, and we will show them what it is to be a thin crescent moon. You and I, unselfed, will be together. Indifferent to idle speculation, you and I, the parrots of heaven, will be cracking sugar as we laugh together, you and I, in one form upon this earth, and in another form in a timeless sweet land. Lovers. Oh, lovers. Lovers, it is time to set out from the world. I hear a drum in my soul's ear, coming from the depths of the stars. Our camel driver is at work. The caravan is being readied. He asks that we forgive him for the disturbance he has caused us. He asks why we travelers are asleep. Everywhere the murmur of departure, the stars like candles, thrust at us from behind blue veils, and as if to make the invisible plain, a wondrous people have come forth. All through eternity, beauty unveils his exquisite form. In the solitude of nothingness, he holds a mirror to his face and beholds his own beauty. He is the knower and the known, the seer and the seen. No eye but his own, has ever looked upon the universe. His every quality finds an expression. Eternity becomes the verdant field of time and space. Love, the life-giving garden of the world. Every branch and leaf and fruit reveals an aspect of his perfection. The cypress gave hint of his majesty. The rose gives tidings of his beauty. Whenever beauty looks, love is also there. Whenever beauty shows a rosy cheek, love lights her fire from that flame. When beauty dwells in the dark folds of night, love comes and finds a heart. Entangled in tresses, beauty and love are as body and soul. Beauty is the mind, love is the diamond. They have together since the beginning of time, side by side, step by step. I swear, since seeing your face, the whole world is fraud and fantasy. The garden is bewildered as to what is leaf or blossom. The distracted birds can't distinguish the birdseed from the snare. A house of love and no limits. A presence more beautiful than Venus or the moon. A beauty whose image fills the mirror of the heart. Let go of your worries and be completely clear-hearted, like the face of a mirror that contains no images. If you want a clear mirror, behold yourself and see the shameless truth which the mirror reflects. If metal can be polished to a mirror-like finish, what polishing might the mirror of the heart require? Between the mirror and the heart is the single difference. The heart conceals secrets, while the mirror does not. This is love, to fly towards a secret sky, to cause 100 veils to fall each moment. First to let go of life, in the end to take step without feet, to regard this whole world as invisible, and to disregard what appears to be the self. Heart, I said, what a gift it has been to enter the circle of lovers, to see beyond seeing itself, to reach and feel within the breast. Love is reckless, not reason. Reason seeks profit. Love comes on strong, consuming herself unabashed. Yet, in the midst of suffering, love proceeds like a millstone, hard-surfaced and straightforward. Having died of self-interest, she risks everything and asks for nothing. Love gambles away every gift God bestows. Without cause, God gave us being. Without cause, give it back again. I am a sculptor, a molder of form. In every moment I shape an idol. But then, in front of you, I melt them down. I can rouse 100 forms
and fill them with the Spirit. But when I look upon your face, I want to throw them in the fire. My soul spills into yours and is blended. My soul has absorbed your fragrance. I cherish it. Every drop of blood I spill informs the earth. I merge with my beloved when I participate in love. In this house of mud and water, my heart has fallen to ruins. Enter this house, my love, or let me leave. Passion makes the old medicine new. Passion lops off the bow of weariness. Passion is the elixir that renews. How can there be weariness when passion is present? Don't sigh heavily from fatigue. Seek passion. Seek passion. Seek passion. The beauty is the heart, is the lasting beauty. Its lips give to drink of the water of life. Truly it is the water and which pours, and the one who drinks. All three become one when your talisman is shattered. That oneness you can't know by reasoning. I am the only house of your beloved, not the beloved herself. True love is for the treasure, not for the coffer that contains it. The real beloved is that one who is unique, who is your beginning and your end. When you find that one, you'll no longer expect anything else. That is both the manifest and the mystery. That one is Lord of states and feeling, dependent on none. Mouth and ear are slaves to that moon. When he bids the state, it does his bidding. When that one wills, bodies become spirit. The springtime of lovers has come, that this dust bowl may become a garden. The proclamation of heaven has come, that the bird of the soul may rise in flight. The sea becomes full of pearls. The salt marsh becomes sweet as Cawthor. The stone becomes a ruby from the mine. A body becomes holy soul. The intellectual is always showing off. The lover is always getting lost. The intellectual runs away, afraid of drowning. The whole business of love is to drown in the sea. Intellectuals plan their repose. Lovers are ashamed to rest. The lover is always alone, even when surrounded by people. Like water and oil, he remains apart. The man who goes to the trouble of giving advice to a lover gets nothing. He's mocked by passion. Love is like musk. It attracts attention. Love is a tree, and the lovers are its shade. Love has nothing to do with the 5 senses and the 6 directions. Its goal is only to experience the attraction exerted by the beloved.
Afterward, perhaps permission will come from God. The secrets that ought to be told would be told, with an elegance nearer to the understanding that these subtle confusing illusions. The secret is partner with none, but the knower of the secret in the skeptic's ear. The secret is no secret at all. When the rose is gone, and the garden has faded, you will no longer hear the nightingale's song. The beloved is all. The lover is just a veil. The beloved is living. The lover is a dead thing. If love withholds its strengthening care, the lover is left like a bird without care. The lover is left like a bird without wings. How will I be awake and aware if the light of the beloved is absent? Love wills that this word be brought forth. Because I cannot sleep, I make music at night. I am troubled by no one, whose face has the color of spring flowers. I have neither sleep nor patience, neither a god reputation, nor disgrace. 1,000 robes of wisdom are gone. All my good manners have moved 1,000 miles away. The heart and mind are left angry with each other. The stars and the moon are envious of each other. Because of this alienation, the physical universe is getting tighter and tighter. The moon says, how long will I remain suspended without a sun, without love's jewel inside of me? Let the bazaar of my existence be destroyed. Stone by stone, O love, you have been called by 1,000 names. You know how to pour the wine into the chalice of the body. You who give culture to 1,000 cultures. You who are faceless but have 1,000 faces. O love, you who shape the faces of Turks, Europeans, Zanzibaris, give me a glass from your bottle, or a handful of bang from your branch. Remove the cork once more. Excuse me. Then we'll see 1,000 chiefs prostrate themselves, and the circle of ecstatic troubadours will play. Then the addict will be breed of craving, and will be resurrected, and stand in awe until Judgment Day. Those who don't feel this love pulling them like a river, those who don't drink down like a cup of spring water, or take in sunset like supper, those who don't want to change, let them sleep. This love is beyond the study of theology, that old trickery and hypocrisy. You want to improve your mind that way. Sleep on. I've given up on my brain. I've torn the cloth to shreds and thrown it away. If you're not completely naked, wrap your beautiful robe of words around you and sleep. A lifetime without love is no account. Love is the water of life. Drink it down with your heart and soul. Last night you felt me and slept your own deep sleep. Tonight you turn and say, you and I will be together till the universe dissolves. You mumble back things you thought of when you were drunk. I've been tricked by flying too close to what I thought I loved. And now the candle flame is out. The wine is spilled. And the lovers have been withdrawn somewhere beyond my squinting. The amounts I thought I'd won, I've lost. My prayers become bitter and all about blindness. How wonderful it was to be for a while with those who surrender. Others only turn their faces away than another, like a pigeon in flight. I have known pigeons who fly into nowhere, and birds that eat grainlessness, and tailor who sew beautiful clothes by tearing them to pieces. Who's at my door? He said, who's at my door? I said, your humble servant. He said, what business do you have? I said, to greet you, O Lord. He said, how long will you journey on? I said, until you stop me. He said, how long will you boil in the fire? I said, until I am pure. This is my oath of love. For the sake of love, I gave up my wealth and position. He said, you have pleaded your case, but you have no witness. I said, my tears are my witness. The pallor of my face is my proof. He said, your witness has no credibility. Your eyes are too wet to see. I said, by the splendor of your justice, my eyes are clear and faultless. He said, what do you seek? I said, to have you as my constant friend. He said, what do you want from me? I said, your abundant grace. He said, who was your companion on the journey? I said, I thought it was you, O king. He said, what called you here? I said, the fragrance of your wine. He said, what brings you the most fulfillment? I said, the company of the emperor. He said, what do you find here? I said, 100 miracles. He said, why is the palace deserted? I said, they all fear the thief. He said, who is the thief? I said, the one who keeps me from you. He said, where is their safety? I said, in service and renunciation. He said, what is there to renounce? I said, the hope of salvation. He said, where is their calamity? I said, in the presence of your love. He said, how do you benefit from this life? I said, by keeping true to myself. Now it is time for silence. If I told you about his true essence, you would fly from yourself and be gone, and neither door nor roof could hold you back. Don't go anywhere without me. Let nothing happen in the sky apart from me, or on the ground, in this world or that world, without my being. In its happening, vision see nothing I don't see. Language say nothing. The way that night knows itself with the moon. Be that with me, be the rose nearest to the thorn that I am. I want you to feel myself inside of you when you taste food, in the arc of your mallet when you work, when you visit friends, when you go up on the roof by yourself at night. There's nothing worse than to walk out along the street without you. I don't know where I'm going. You're the road. And the knower of roads more than maps, more than love. So, thanks for letting me read to you there. I don't know what percentage of Rumi's complete works or anything about Rumi, really. I don't really remember it. But I really like what I read here. Excuse me. I love poetry in general, and I bet that you're someone like me who adores romance, loves it even if you can be or have been scared of it. Truth is, I'm still scared of it too. Maybe that's why I love romance and movies and books, and why I love poetry so much, because I'm so scared of it. We sometimes, I think, respect more things that we're scared of, you know? Anyway, thanks for letting me read to you again. I'll talk to you soon.